And welcome everyone to our virtual co-working and write-in edit-in events. I'm Coral Sands, author and your host for today's writing event.
And I'm Ansley Ashe. I'm an author and also the co-host for today's writing event.
To keep myself accountable, I love write-in events. I want to warn you though, when I host, I post prompts followed by short bursts of break time so it can really be productive. Think of this as a 1-hour marathon of working on your story.
This is live on YouTube, but feel free to watch the VOD afterwards so you can pause if you need more time. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and do all the fun algorithm stuff. Like us, comment down below. We'd love to read them. Thank you.
Yes, and our upcoming writing events For August, we will be on the 24th, streaming at 11 a.m. Central. So definitely check us out then if you're interested.
We post all of our upcoming events on our Facebook group called Writing Quests. We'll leave a link in the description. But today we wanted to tell you a bit about our contest that we're running until the end of August. But stick around until the break to find out more. Let's start with a quick 5-minute sprint to get our creative juices flowing. Coral, what's our prompt?
All right. We're going to do a 5-minute prompt, and I'm thinking we should devise. To devise is to invent or plan something that is difficult or complicated in some way. So let's just get the creative juices flowing and just try to use that as inspiration. So let's go. All right, that ding means it is time for a break. How did everybody do?
Oh, that's a great question. That was so interesting, Coral. I really loved this. This prompt. I did about 145 words. What about you?
Awesome. I did, let's see, 124. So not too bad. We have a few minutes, and I was hoping to discuss a little bit about our Drabble contest and what it is exactly. So, Ansley, I'm going to put you on the spot. What is a Drabble?
So a drabble is just a cool, I love these names, by the way. A drabble is a word for a 100-word story. So 100, maybe slightly less than 100, like 98, 99, but the goal is to hit that 100 words exactly. And Writing Quest is, I'm one of the judges. So I'm looking forward to reading all these like tiny little 100-word stories. And we do have a QR code, which we're going to pop up on the screen here at the end of our time here, so that you can look at it. But it is based on part of a painting, a very famous painting by Edouard Manet, of people like in a bar. So there's two guys and there's a woman walking past them, and just 100 words on like what these Gilded Age Parisians are doing in this bar. It's a fantastic painting. I love Impressionists. I love Manet. And it's just such an interesting thing there's one guy in the picture that he looks so over it. Like, just looks like he is like there just having his drink, and it's like, it's been a long, hard day. And it's like, oh, like, why are these people connected? And the bar is still crowded. I mean, like, they're more than just, but those are like your three main people in there. And I just love it. So 100 words. I am excited to read what people have to say in 100 words. It's fun.
I think it's going to be a blast. But I do think that we need to practice a little bit. So in order to practice, I have a few prompts set up today, and we are going to practice writing a drabble, okay? And which is going to be difficult. It'll be okay if you don't get if you get over 100 words, or if you don't get anywhere near that 100. The goal is to try to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and to use the prompts as inspiration for your drabbles. And hopefully, using that practice, you'll have all the tools that you need to do your own drabble for the contest. So it should be pretty fun, and I'm actually really excited. Our very first prompt, we're going to start our practice, and during our next prompt, I want you to write a drabble using color as an inspiration. So color could mean maybe there's something going on where somebody's wearing a specific color, or maybe you just want to do color as inspiration, as in maybe the color orange, and so you write about oranges. It could be anything. So include color as your inspiration. And don't worry if you don't get your beginning, middle, and end. This is practice, so it is okay if you don't get it the first time around.
Yeah,
and feel free. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Coral. No, go ahead. You have.
I was going to say, and for free to you, if you're watching this as a VOD, you can feel free to pause and give yourself more time if you want to keep practicing.
Yeah, so I think the hardest part for me is containing a story to only 100 words, but a beginning, a middle, and an end, and something has to happen. I mean, I think that's the basic definition of a story, and it's keep it simple, silly. It's the way I like to think of it. All right, we're ready to go?
Absolutely. Let's do this. All right, that ding means it is time for a break. How did everybody do with their very first Drabble?
Yeah, put your comments down below. Love to read them. Just love, 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 love to read them. How did you do, Coral? How did you feel like you did?
I am actually quite surprised. My story has a beginning, middle, and end, and is exactly 100 words.
I too also got to 100 words. I got it and it was 99 and I was like, oh, I took a word out that I want to put back in. So I got my word back. So like, I'm really happy with that. So yeah, although I'm beginning to think kind of how to blink and well, depends on how you read it. You could infer a bleak ending to my story. And I'm like, I'm beginning to think my fiction should just come with trigger warnings. Like I just talk about hard stuff. Apparently being a mystery novelist does this to people and you just think of nefarious things everywhere. You're like, oh, that should be innocuous, but it isn't.
Yes, I did as well. My Drabble happens to be a heist. And so it was a fun little Drabble. Did you want to read your Drabble?
I can. So I want to make it clear. You might interpret this. She's just going for a swim in the ocean because she's sad. Okay. So my color was blue, which is one of my favorite colors, and this is wearing it. This is why I hand knit it in this color. So anyway, all right. The boat bobbed gently as Lara slipped on her blue swimsuit. Kermit used to sing, "It's not easy being green." Green? Whatever. Green with envy, green energy. The latter wasn't boring, difficult, or even ridiculed these days. Today, green seemed to be A-okay. Now, it wasn't easy being blue. For some reason, blue was wrapped up in all types of controversy, but she felt it the way it was originally meant. Sad. The blue of the ocean called to her. Her boat rocked. She threw off her life vest and dove into the water, letting the blue waves take her away.
Ooh.
I know.
That is
Think about
definitely
it in like the peaceful way. Like she's just bobbing in the ocean. She's just floating, you know.
The funniest thing about that is my color I chose was also blue.
That's because we are secretly psychically connected.
Apparently, we are on the same wavelength. So, here's my drabble. She wore a sparkling dress that swayed as she walked. It was the exact color of blue that happened to be my favorite color, sapphire blue, like the king's gem I was hired to protect. I should have been aware that she was a distraction, but my eyes couldn't stop following her sway. I should have known a heist was afoot. It wasn't until alarms were going off that I knew the gem was gone. As quickly as the alarm started, I looked back over to the woman. She was gone, and so was the blue gemstone. I failed.
Ooh. Ooh. I love it. That is so completely heisty. I love that. I wouldn't to know more about this character, but that is a great story.
And it's from a different point of view. The security guard that totally failed during the heist. I was like,
and he knows a heist is coming, right? He's been warned. You're here to guard this thing. This heist is coming. And he's like, oh yeah, but I know, like, it's going to be the thing. And like, they totally socially engineered that. They had him. I love that.
Yep. Exactly. So we have about another minute. So I wanted to talk about our next one. We both kind of had we've stayed on theme. So the new theme for this next one is Drabbles can take a reader on so many quick adventures. This time, write a drabble of a quest. So I want you to write a quest. It could be any type of quest. And
it's almost like we encourage quests by our name.
Yes, I realized that after I had written it, but I'm like, let's do it. It's writing quests. It's
writing quests.
I love
We're
quests.
just gonna one year we're gonna spend an entire year where every prompt is nothing but the word quest in it. That's our goal for like 20, 30 years.
Love it. Yes. All right. Before we start, we got 10 seconds. I want everybody to take a deep breath, and we're going to attempt to write a quest. All right, that ding means it is time for another break. How did everybody do?
Did you get
what
exactly
type of
100?
quest did you do? I did.
Yeah.
I got exactly 100.
So I wanted to do what was your quest? I'm so interested. You always have the best ideas.
I don't know why, but this time I ended up going with finding a safe place during an earthquake.
Oh, okay. Dogs are barking. Go ahead and talk about it while I mute my dogs for a second.
It's super random, I know. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and read it real quick. The room shook. I rolled out of bed looking for a safer place, my foot wrapped around my blanket causing me to stumble, pulling the blanket with me to the floor. My eyes surveyed the room. The door might work. My bookcase toppled over, spilling my book collection all over the floor, blocking my path. I scrambled over the books, wrapping my ankle. A book of poems by Edgar Allan Poe jabbed my knee as I climbed over the books and the case. I made it to safety, just as a tree crashed into my bedroom's window. That was close.
Wow. Wow, that's a great story. That's like so much imagery, like so much you can like see somebody running for safety during an earthquake. That's amazing. Dogs are still barking. It is walk your dogs past my house. So I apologize if it's interrupting anybody. So I went with something absurd. I was like, we can do a quest that is absolutely just crazy and absurd. So we are looking for the perfect banana clip. The colors had faded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this gets a little bit twisty, but okay. The colors had faded in the old Polaroid of his grandmother. Or had Polaroids always been this way? He didn't know. Teenage her stood next to a handsome date in a short, poofy dress with oversized shoulder pads, her frizzy hair strangely arranged. What was this device that had caused her hair to be upswept, yet cascading, he wondered. She'd given him a strange name for it. He flipped through the box of her old things before he brought up a piece of yellow plastic. There it was, the one from the photo, her old banana clip, all his now.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I think that is the beauty of the Drabble, is that you can go from something like as absolutely absurd as like trying to find a banana clip, just a random, like, what is this thing? How can you do it? Da 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 da. To like, oh my gosh, how am I going to save my life by like running and like getting out of an earthquake? Like focusing on like these specific, concrete, discrete moments, I think really helps. And also it helps like economically describe something. I think these are great ways to like really hone in your writing for like any type of writing you want to do.
Honestly, that's what I'm getting from this practice, because I am absolutely terrible at writing short stories, but these short little scenes, it seems to I'm like, oh, I actually did it. I can't believe I did it. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's exactly 100 words. How did that happen?
And I find myself reading other people's work and I go, oh, mine's never going to be that good, so I guess. So there we go. All right, my dogs are having a complete and total tantrum, so take over.
Oh. All right, so Drabbles may be short, but they can also evoke emotions. So I want everyone to try to take the next 10 minutes and write something using emotion as inspiration. So this is, I think, going to be the hardest one that we try, because you do have such a short time to do this, but don't worry if you don't quite get it, because our next prompt, we're actually going to edit. And so Don't worry about if you don't get it exactly at 100 this time. So just get the words on the paper because you can't edit a blank page. All right, we got about 20 seconds left. I want to also remind everybody to hydrate. So quickly take a drink of water, and then we are going to drive. We're going to work on our drabble. All right, that ding means it is time for another break. How did everybody do? Please put your drabbles in chat. We want to read them. If you are watching the VOD, then put them in the comments. I am super interested in seeing what you guys come up with. Ansley, how did you do?
Yeah, I have like 140 something words, so I got like 45, 50 to like delete out. In the next edit prompt, I deliberately went long in this one, but I finished a little bit early, and then I was like gonna, whatever. So I was reading what you had up on the screen, and I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's gonna think like that we plan this stuff together because both of our characters are on stage.
Stop.
It is. I will go ahead and tell you what ours is about. I will let you talk to the audience about what you want to, but mine is the guy's doing a magic trick. He's gonna go out on stage, and when he produces the ring, he's gonna ask his girlfriend to marry him, and like that's his emotional moment. So like, because I just love magic, and I just thought that would be like this just really sweet thing after maybe some rougher stuff or whatever. So I thought this was like this beautiful emotional moment to do. And I was reading your characters are also on stage perhaps.
They are. So mine is a play, and she just got done with the play, and the adrenaline of the night is going through her, and she is because it's super emotional for her, because not only is it opening night, not only was it a success, but it was the last play her father wrote before he passed. And so there's lots of really good emotional impact in the story. But I did go over my 100 words, so I have editing to do. There's definitely room for improvement. So I'm really excited for our next prompt. We are going to be editing any one of your drabbles that you did from today, or if you just want to take your time to try to do another drabble, you could do that as well. But since Ansley and I both went over our word count, we're going to do it. And then after, when our time is up, we will read our drabbles and before we say goodbye to you. But I hope that everybody is enjoying, practicing doing this drabble, and hope that you find the confidence to submit your own drabble to our contest, which is going through the month of August. And we're really excited about that.
I'm going to read every single drabble that comes in, and Coral will probably be reading the finalists. So
yes.
Please enter. We are so excited. We love it when you engage with us. So yeah, I really can't wait. Like, I'm so excited to be like what I'm doing the first week of September, I guess.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so exciting. And I'm so excited to read all of the creative things that people come up with. And it's going to be great.
Okay, so do you have any editing tips, anything you like to do when you're editing? Or no?
So definitely the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to read everything through, make sure that I have my beginning, middle, and end. But since I only need to edit out a few words, the biggest thing is going to be trying to figure out, is this word needed? Is there a better word that might be able to encapsulate the sentence in a better, like, can I frame it in a better way? Maybe the sentence itself needs to be rewritten. So we have, let me look at the thing. Yep, we have 5 minutes for this drabble, and so we're going to try to get to a quick 5 minute to get our words down to exactly 100 words. I'm so
And
excited.
I would just
This
tell
will be
everybody,
really, really good.
yeah, some people I think are really, really afraid of editing, and just don't look at it as like hurting. Look at it as like improving your story. Just have a good mindset. We'll see you in 5.
Let's do it. Three words. Okay. All right, that ding means it is time for, that means that we are done. And I am really excited to find out and hear Ansley's drabble. What do you have?
Okay, so I didn't get it down to 100 words. That was the thing. I got it down to like 120, but I was like 50 words over, so I feel like cutting 25 words out is like still a significant portion. And we have another 20 or so to go. And I will figure this out if I add a couple of repetitions in here. I just need a little tiny bit more time to figure this out. That's okay. So the story now reads, his hands trembled. The pressure was on. The moment was almost here. It wasn't an exaggeration to say his entire future came down to this. He patted his pocket. The prop was there, properly loaded. He looked right. A harried stagehand motioned they were next. He held his assistant's hand tenderly. He looked down at his shoes, closed his eyes, and tried to calm his racing heart. Breathe in and out. The curtain parted. He had to will his wobbly knees to work. Showtime! He babbled his word. His power was off. The crowd didn't notice. He produced the magic ring. Suitably awed, the crowd screamed at her to say yes. His gamble had definitely paid off.
Oh, that gave me chills. That's so cute.
Isn't it? Yeah. All right. Fun times. All
yes,
right,
like I literally got goosebumps. That's so cute.
We'll get this down to 100 on Ansley Ashe Mystery Substack. So, yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to read the final one. So I will be like stalking your Substack so that I can read it because I'm excited.
Nice. Okay. What about yours? How did yours go?
Oh, okay. So I did get it down to 100 and I had to rewrite it and get it, some things I had to take out and some words I really wanted to keep, but I couldn't. But here we go. Tears streamed down her face, a face perfectly done up with stage makeup. The bright lights blocked her view, but the thunderous applause hugged the actors. They did it. The opening night of the last play her father wrote before he suddenly passed was a success. Her heart pounded as the adrenaline of the night flowed through her veins. She smiled and waved as her new family, the crew, approached her for the final bow. Without them, her father's story wouldn't have come alive. Someone shoved white lilies into her arms. She would remember this moment forever as they bowed.
Aww. I also got chills. Like I'm holding, can't really see it so well, but this is a bee pendant for my dad who passed, as many people are aware, last year. And I was like, oh, that's so like that moment. I get it. Yeah. Like tears and everything.
Yes. We love Daddy.
I know. It's the way that goes. Okay. Well, in case you hadn't figured it out, fantastic work, everybody. We are going to stream again Sunday, August the 24th at 11 a.m. Right here on the Writing Quest YouTube channel. Also, remember to check out this Drabble contest on the official Writing Quest Substack. And remember,
during our next event.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. During our next event, we are streaming Sunday, August 24th at 11 a.m. Central on the Writing Quest YouTube. So as Ansley said, make sure to check out the Drabble contest on the official Writing Quest Substack. And we will go ahead and post a QR code for you to check out the contest. And I hope everybody enters, and I'll be excited to read. I know Ansley will as well. The entries.
Remember, even if you didn't make your goals, you were attempting to put an effort to write a little bit every day, and that's amazing.
And if you want to keep in touch, you can join our Facebook group, Writing Quests.
Before we go, we have to thank our amazing producer, David McInnes. We couldn't do any of this without him.
The description includes links to all of our social media. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.